got another tip of the day. When is a person successful? Are they successful when they've had certain experiences? Is a man successful once others validate him, once others tell him he's a success? Or is a man a success when he feels it? What determines your success? When can you consider yourself to be successful, right? Now, let's examine those three. If your success comes from your experiences, if your feeling of success comes from your experiences, right? Then that means that once you've had a certain experience, then you can look at yourself and say, I'm a success because I've had this experience. So, most successful people have nice houses. Most successful people have a lot of money. So we say, so we think, right? But does everyone that you know that has a nice house, does everyone that you know that has more money than you or a lot of money, do all of these people feel like they're a success? Does everyone across the board that has had certain experiences feel like a success? No. I know some people that have big houses that don't feel like a success. And I know some people that have small houses that feel very successful. I know some people that's got a lot of money. I look at it and say, man, they got a lot of money, right? But they don't seem successful. They don't feel successful within themselves, right? It's reflected in their conversation. And I know some people that don't have a lot of money, but they feel successful. And it's reflected in their conversation. So I'm not thinking that success, your feeling of success, should lie in the experiences that you've had. Because again, that would mean that everyone that's had those experiences should feel successful. But they don't. Those experiences don't always create a feeling of success within a person. And so it's not what you're experiencing or have experienced that determines your feeling of success or determines your success. So let's look at the next one. Is it someone else validating you? Is it someone else looking at you and saying, hey, man, you're such a success? Is that the point that you should feel, man, I must be successful now because people are looking at me and telling me I'm a success, right? If that is what you feel determines your feeling of success, then that means you need other people to be thinking about you in the correct manner in order for you to feel successful. In other words, if someone that doesn't measure success by the same standards you measure success by, if they're looking at you and they don't see what they believe to be success in you, then they won't validate you. You could have all the money in the world. You could have the nicest house in the world. You could be the happiest person in the world. But if somebody that measures success by how much money you have looks at you and says, well, yeah, you're happy, but you don't have a lot of money, they won't validate you. To them, you're not a success. And so that would mean that if your feeling of success lies in others validating you, then that means you're a slave to what other people think of you. That means when a person tells you you're successful, then you feel successful. And when a person doesn't tell you you're successful or doesn't validate you, you don't feel success. And so if your feeling of success is tied to what a person tells you or the experiences that you've had, then that would mean your feeling of success is outside of your control. You're not in control of the way that you feel, of your own feeling of success and well-being. And so my message to you today is success. Your feeling of success lies just in that, how you feel. It's not what you have. It's not what you've done. It's not what you've acquired. It's not necessarily what others say about you. It is how you feel. Who wants to be the person living in $1 million home but doesn't feel it? Who wants to be the person driving the brand new car, the brand new convertible, but doesn't feel it on the inside, doesn't feel happy, fulfilled, and successful, right? Is life giving you what you want? Is life giving you what you want? How does life treat you? How do you see the world? The answers to these things are all reflections of your true measure of success, right? If If I ask you, how is the world treating you? And you say, man, the world's not treating me very good. You know, you can have all the money that you want, but that is a reflection of you not feeling very good about about the world that you create, because you create your own world, right? So you have to find a way to understand that your feeling of success is tied to just that, how you feel. When you feel successful, happy, fulfilled, and that the world is giving you what you want, by all measure, you can claim I'm a success because I feel that life is giving me exactly what I want. I ask and I receive. What better feeling of success is that than to know that if I ask, I receive? So in my opinion, if you're going to measure your feeling of success by what others say about you or by the experiences that you've had, then your feeling of success is going to be fleeting. It's going to be sometimes. But when you understand that how you feel is totally up to you, and you can feel successful, and that is the actual determining factor of whether you are a success. That is what determines and generates success, how you feel. Once you understand that, then you can become a success whenever you decide to.